Okay.
Hi.
Hi, it's so good to see your face. So excited to do this. It had me thinking all morning, like how long our friendship's been and how it started. This morning, I was like, oh my God, she walked into my booth at OR with black hair, this awesome 90s, like black skirt with a cutoff tee. You were so cool. I was like, whoever that is, I need to know her.
It's funny that you bring up the black hair because I only did that in a very short part of my life. But I remember, back at that point, and I was, fairly new into the industry and doing contract work as far as a designer goes. And I loved the outdoor industry so much. And I loved all the people that I met from that space and time. I mean, the reason why I gravitated towards Carve and I wanted to work for Carve was because, I mean, you guys were doing more progressive stuff than almost anyone in the industry at that point.
We were like, we need to do something. We obviously went into the swim business because there was nothing in there, but then we were like, oh my God, there's this whole outdoor world that needs a different POV. And now you have an incredible kind of business of making accessories, which my first accessory was this belt that I bought from you eons
hmm
ago, and I wear it all the time, like jean short,
hmm
everything as a tie. And you do these amazing scarves, and you do jackets, and you do skirts.
When I was designing for the industry and I was traveling a lot and doing a lot of factory visits all over the world, I was always picking up, I was always really drawn to like the real textiles, the real one of a kind pieces that were made, and is really the reason where we got the idea for print. And I always had this dream that at some point I would do that for a living. Really wanted to create pieces that someone would keep for a lifetime or they would give to somebody before they would throw it away. And so, I just kind of reached that phase in my life where I had been in the industry for like 15 years, 17 years. It was a long time. And I felt like I had designed myself out of it in a way, like I felt like there was a couple blasts of those last few years of those jobs that I felt like I was designing the same jacket over and over. And I'm like, why are they even paying for me to do this? Like, it's the same, because things just, when you're working with technical outerwear, especially, not what you guys do, but with technical outerwear jackets, there's only, you can change the fabric technology more and update that. But the design, is pretty standard to the sport. So anyway, I was just ready to move on, and I ended up finding myself in Bali, and it was the first place that I had been to that not only Indonesia is really their printmaking and their batik, which is the hand woven, wood stamped print, and then also the ikat, which is the hand woven, plant dyed. Indonesia is really known for that, and so I found a place that I could make, you know, I could make 10 jackets. I could make one jacket if I wanted. I didn't have to go for a minimum quantity of something. And so it was investment wise, it was really easy for me to start testing things out. And yeah, it just kind of evolved from there.
I feel like it fits really well into our ethos and our kind of direction with our brand. We're known for like very unique prints, and we buy our prints from people who have collected them all over the world. And we go to this one place in New York called the Design Library, and it has all these unique prints, and they collect them from people's collections, or they go and travel the world and they pick them up and buy them from artisans. So it feels like it was such a good match to finally be able to partner with you, because I feel like that same mentality applies to how we think about our design. We go out in search of beautiful prints like that, and so it was like obviously a natural partnership. You and I have been talking about it for years, and to be able to like put it into action with this and hopefully many more things down the road. But it's
Yeah.
just exciting to
Yeah.
finally bring it together.